Hello and welcome to another DIY blog. In this video, I'll show you how to light up the Lego Kylo Ren helmet. For this one, we'll need a cool white spotlight pack, a pack of large red Astro Lights, a pack of 1x6 tethers, and a flux belt at the length of 60 centimeters. We start this one off by removing all the outer panels on the helmet. After working at LMB for a while, you get pretty good at taking Lego apart. There is a lot to take off here, but it all comes off quite easily. Just go slow and be gentle. Then there's a few little interior assemblies that need to come off as well. Again, take your time, be gentle, and use a brick separator if it gets a bit tricky. Sometimes more or less might come off than what you wanted. Totally fine, just either add it on or put it back as it happens. Now remove the plate from underneath and that'll create a little channel down the center of the stand that will route some cables through later. Grab an Astro large cool white 30 centimeter light, as well as a 1x1 round plate with open stud. Bend the LED of the light back so it's on a 90-degree angle. Thread the cable all the way through the plate, plug in first so the LED sits nice and snug inside the Lego piece. And then top that off with an Astro cap. Then we need 2 round plates with bar handles and a skeleton arm. Attach the assembly we just made onto one of the plates, then click the skeleton arm onto that bar handle, and the other plate can be attached at the bottom. Now for some cable management, we'll slot the light cable down behind the bar handle of the top plate, and then bring the cable back around and slot it through the same spot on the bottom plate. Do all of that again to make a second spotlight, and attach them both at the front corners of the underside of the stand, pointing up at the helmet. Then we send those cables up through the middle of the stand. Once you see the plug end come out the other side, you can grab it and pull it all the way through. Then you get the flux belt and do the exact same thing. Then we'll get 2 stud jumpers from the spotlight pack and attach those underneath the back corners of the stand so that it sits nice and flush. There's a brick with some Technic holes at the back here. All of these cables can thread through one of those. This one off to the left was the easiest for me to reach. Moving on to the faceplate, I'm going to separate it into a upper and lower section. Then with an Astro regular red 15 centimeter light, thread it through an open stud just like before with the LED bent back. Repeat that so you have 2 lights and pop those on the back of the faceplate in the spots shown here. For the bottom half of the face, I'll start by removing this dark tan plate with our Astro regular red 15 centimeter light. This is where I want the LED to end up. So to make that happen, I'm going to bend a 90-degree angle into the cable. Then I hold the light where I want it to sit and click that plate I removed back over the top of it. And the 2 halves can be put back together too. I'll now start returning some of the little bits I took off back to their rightful homes. Then from the front, we slide the cables through the gaps you can see on either side here, while at the same time attaching the faceplate back onto the set. Somehow I got very lucky and one of the cables just threaded itself through one of the Technic holes at the back while I was putting the faceplate on. The others can be routed the same way. And now some more of the pieces we took off earlier can go back too. Here I'm just making sure the cables are running between or around studs before I put this back panel over the top of them. Now we add the ultimate combo of a dock and a tether so we can get some power. All of the lights can plug into any of the ports on the dock, doesn't matter which order or direction they go in, and the flux belt has a 2-prong end that can go into either power port on the end of the dock. With everything plugged in, we can carefully attach the dock to the underside of the Lego. Any rogue cables can just be tucked in underneath and out of sight pretty easily here too. The plate from underneath can go back on now, while doing our best to keep the cables out of the way and where? Between the studs. You got it. Now everything else can go back on. All the cables are very much inside of the structure here, so all of these other panels can go on exactly how they normally would. No worry about any components or cables getting in the way. Get those spotlight angles just right and we are finished. I love the juxtaposition of the red and cool white lights on this one. I feel like it totally pays homage to Ren's internal struggle between the light and dark within him, and I think the glow it creates on the table just looks really cool.